there is some difference in my voice. Done. Done. Since I'm not feeling well now, so there might be difference in my voice. It is not that problem. Done. Coming to the here, first in the last class, I told you for loop. What is meant by for loop means for every value in the sequence, repeat the code. Basically, as I've told you, loop means repeat the code, while means till condition satisfies. For means for each value in the sequence. Now, what is the mean? Combine the for and loop. Now, for example, while loop means what is the meaning? Combine the while and loop. What is the meaning of while loop? While means till the condition satisfies. Repeat the code is called as while loop. Now, what is a for loop means? For each value in the sequence, repeat the code. So repeat the code is the common. Loop is word is common. Repeat the code for every value in the sequence. So here the sequence, like we are having the sequence, one of them is strings. As I've already told you this example in the last class. So for I in L, L means here what? Data. Data means string. First D is a single character, A is a single character, T a single character, A. So first time it will take the I is equal to D and execute the code. So first time what it will take? I is equal to D and execute the code. Literally in the backend it will do like this. I is equal to string D. It will take I is equal to string D and print I. What are the I value? Followed by again. Once this is completed, next it will take the now latest I value is A and again it will execute the code. Again latest value of this one is T, execute the code. Again latest value of this one is A, execute the code. So like that for every one value it is going to execute the code. Okay, so this is nothing but for loop. For every one value it is going to execute the code. So total number of characters, how many number of characters are there? That many times it is going to execute. And here as I've told you 1 2 3 list of 4 comma 5. 1 2 3 means first it is total number of how many number of items are there here means 4 items are there. When you apply the length function, okay, when you apply the length of like length of L, when you apply the length of L, so total how many times it is going to work means first time it is going to take the 1 and it is going to execute, followed by 2 it will execute, followed by 3 it will execute, followed by now what is the I is equal to list of 4 comma 5 and it is going to execute the this value. Next if you take the tuple, even the tuple also same. Next if you take the this set, sir, in the set for I in L, now first L will be stored in the same way or different way, how we can know? So in whatever the way it has stored internally, in that it will take the single value. So first time I is equal to A, it will take I also don't know, because when I write the list is equal to I mean L is equal to like this. Now you tell me guys, if I write here L is equal to this one, print L. If I print the L value, it is going to give in the same order. No, it may give the same order, it may give a different order, it may give in the what are the order, I also don't know. In what order it is going to store, in which order it is going to store, in that order it is going to print the values. So first time it is going to take the 2, second time it is going to take 3, followed by 5, followed by 6, followed by string B, followed by tuple of 1 2 3, followed by string A, followed by string of ABC. So in what order it has stored, in that order one item it is going to take. Next, coming to the dictionary, when it is going to the dictionary, how the for loop is applied on the dictionary means for I in dictionary dot items. Dot items, I already told you what is meant by dot items means along with the key value pair. A combination of key value is called as item. And you're going to get the 1 comma 25, A comma 90. Sir, but I want only the keys, sir. Then you have to take here keys. Dot keys means it is going to take the 1 and A. So I values will be considered as 1. Later I value is going to be equal to string A and it is going to execute. Okay, first time I value. What is the first I value means 1. Sir, how it is first I value is 1, sir? Maybe some of the students might be again confused. So for I in, when you are writing here list L dot keys, first it will check the what is L dot keys. In the backend, it will do like this. Okay, it will do like this in the backend. First, what is L dot case? It will replace that one. What is the L dot case means? 1 comma string A. Okay, first it will replace like this. After replacing this one, next from here it will take the first I value is equal to 1 and it is going to print the I value. What are the I values there? That one. Later it is going to take I value is equal to string A. Again it is going to print the I value like this. It is going to work in this way. In the backend, it is going to execute like this. This is all the backend. So first it is going to take the, what are the keys are there? In the keys, each and every value. Within the keys, what are the values are there? I mean keys, what are the keys are there? Keys it will take and it is going to execute. So if I want to take the values, then you have to write here dot values. So if I don't write dot values or dot keys or anything, by default, it will take the keys. For the dictionary, by default, it will take the keys. For loop will be applied on the keys by default. Particularly when you want to apply the values or items or something, you have to write clearly that one. Is that clear? Now, coming to the next one, these are all comes under sequence. Which are comes under sequence means, as I've told you earlier, first one is string. String comes under sequence, list comes under sequence, tuple comes under sequence, set comes under sequence, and dictionary also comes under sequence. Along with this sequence, one more also we are having, that one more is called as range function. It is a function basically, range function. So what is meant by range function? So here I'm just making a note of this one. I'm just keeping in the markdown. What is the range function? Range function means it is going to give the sequence of numbers, sequence of integers, particularly integers. It is going to give the sequence of integers from start to, what are the start to end. What sequence of integers? It is going to return, means it is going to give the output return the sequence of integers from starting to ending, from where to where you want from that. Now, if you remember the slicing operation, for example, if I write like this slicing operation, 1 colon 10. What is the meaning of 1 colon 10? 1 to 9. It is going to take from 1 to 9. Same way, if I write here range of same 1 to 10, same 1 to 10, if I write here, how you are writing the 1 to 10 in the colon. Instead of colon, here you have to use the comma. Now, for example, okay, assume here 1 to 10. 1 to 10 means 1 to 9. And I want to see that 1 to 9. What are the output is there? That output I want to see means convert this one to list. List of range of 1 to 10. 1 to 10 means 1 to 9. It is going to give the 1 to 9. So ending number is not included. So even in the slicing, it is not included. In the range also, it is not included. Sir, every time why the end number is not included, sir? In the range also, in the slicing also, why they are not included? Means because in the Python, the index starts with the 0. That is the reason. If it is starting with the 1 means not a problem. If it is starting with the 0, for example, if I ask the question, how many whole numbers are there? Positive whole numbers are there less than or equal to 10? That is the question. Tell me guys, according to you. Positive whole numbers. How many are there? Miss? Generally everyone will tell 10 numbers are there. They'll say that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But 0. If I ask tell me the first 10 positive integers. First 10 positive integers means you're going to say 1, 2, 3, 4. But generally 0, 1, 2, 3. Now first 10 means up to 10 I have to take, or up to 7, 8, 9 only I have to take, means 9 only, because total should be 10. Point is clear. First 10 meaning is this one. Now, so here the range function only returns in terms of integers. Sir, if I want the float, it will not return the float. Only integers. Only integers. Sir, negative or positive means both, from minus infinity to plus infinity. So within the range function, if you are giving a single value, that we call it as, so total within the range, This is the range function. In the range function, what are the range function we are having? Inside the range function, we are having the starting value, ending value, and step value. Step. Total 3 will be there. Okay. So how you are having in the slicing, same logic will be applied. Start, end, and step. For example, if you are writing only a single number, inside that you are writing only a single number, means then it will be considered as end point. Then in that case, what is the start, miss? Start is equal to default is 0 and the step default is +1. That is a step. Now, if you are writing two numbers, if you are writing inside the two numbers, first number and second number, then starting, ending, it will take the start and end. If you are writing two numbers, automatically it will take the starting and end. Then what is the default step? Default step is +1. Okay. In this case, the default step is this. In this case, the default step. So for example, if I have written here only range of 10, inside that how many numbers I have given? Only one. One means what it will take? By default, end only it will take. Sir, you have given start? No, sir. No. One number is there, means take as end only. So range of 10. Range of 10 means what is the output it is going to give, means 0 to 9. By default, it will take the 0 step of +1. So 0 +1 +1 +1 +1 like that. So same as slicing operation. And you want to see that output means list of range of. Lista, tupla, seta, that is your choice. You can convert to anything and you can observe the data. Next, for example, I want to see the range. Two numbers are given. Already I have shown you one example for this. Two numbers. What is the example for two numbers? Means starting number, ending number. Now I'm going to give example for three numbers. 1, 10 with a step of 2. What is step of 2 means? First one is 1. Step of 2 means 3. Again step of 2 means 5. Step of 2 means 7. Again step of 2 means 9. 11 will not be included. The maximum is only 10 now. So I'm going to get the 1 to 9. Okay. Sir, it is going to work only for the positive side or even for the negative side, means even for the negative side also. Okay. Even for the negative side also, it is going to work in the same way. Just you are going to write like this. Range of starting number is 10. Ending number is 2. Every time decrease one number. First one is 10. Minus 1 is 9. Followed by 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. 2 should not be included. So 10 to 3. It is going to give the 10 to 3. The output is going to be 10 to 3. Is the point is clear, guys? Everyone understood the range function? So in the range function, the advantage of range function is directly we are going to create the multiple numbers. At a time we can create the multiple numbers. Instead of writing manually, we can get the list of numbers. When you want the numbers only, the range function is applicable. Sir, for example, instead of numbers, I don't want the numbers, sir. I want to have something else. For example, like animal names, boy names, girls names, something like this. Then range function is not applicable. Range function is applicable only for the numbers, right? Next, coming to the range function. So within the range, what is the advantage of range means directly, if you want the question, for example, there is a question like this, list of even numbers from 1 to 100. That is the question, or 1 to 20. I want the list of even numbers from between 1 to 20. That is the question. To solve this one, we are having the multiple options. What is the first option means? Simply we are going to take the range. In the range, starting number is 1, ending number is 20, and we want the even numbers. So +2 if you add. But sir, 1, 3, 5, 7, you are going to get the odd numbers, no sir. Then I'm going to take the 0. 0 +2 +4 like this. So if whatever the starting number you are going to change, you are going to get the output of even numbers. So but my requirement is 1 to 20 now, but you have taken the 0. So starting number of even number is what? 2. So I'm going to take the 2. Okay. So like this, same way, I want the list of odd numbers. Instead of even numbers, I want the list of odd numbers. For list of odd numbers, I'm going to construct from the 1 and I'm going to get the list of odd numbers. Sir, but here 20 has to be included, sir. 20 has to be included means up to 21 you have to take. Then 20 also included. If I write 1 means what happens, sir? 1 means automatically 1 will be included. 1 plus 2, what happens? 3. 3 plus 2, what happens? 5. 5 plus 2, 7. You are going to get the odd numbers. When you start with the 1, odd numbers you are going to get. So first number should be either 0 or it is 2. When you are going to consider 0 means in the question, they ask the question 0 2 means then automatically 0. If they ask a starting number only 1, but we know 1 should not be included. Which one is the first one has to be included means the first number which has to be included is 2. So 2 only we are going to take as the div like this. Is the point is clear? This is one way to give the list of even numbers or odd numbers. What is the second way? For example, I'm going to take the range of 1 to 20. Now first tell me 20 has to be included or not included? Included, then 21. Include means plus 1 you have to add, end plus 1. End plus 1 if you add means end is included. If you don't write end plus 1, then end is not included. Okay. So now the question is end. So range of 1 to 21. I'm going to take the range of 1 to 21. Okay. So range of 1 to 21 means, for example, list. Okay, list of 1 to 20. Sir, list of 1 to 20 is not our requirement, no, sir. You only even numbers, no, sir. What is even numbers? Meaning of even numbers is, what is the meaning? Which are divisible by 2. Okay, which are divisible by 2. So now, wondering how it is displaying the numbers without using the print command. So without using the print command, how it is working means whenever the last line, what are the last line of the Python code, it will be printed automatically. For example, if you are having here something additional to this, that will not be printed. This line will be executed, but it will not be printed. When you are having the last line, for the last line, you don't need to write the print. Either it will be print or it will be saved. Out of these two, one will happen for the last line, RD. Initial classes have told you this. When you are executing single line. Yes, when it is assigning, why it will print? A is equal to 10 means, why it is not giving the output means, it is assigning. Assigning means printing will not be done. Right? Clear? And range is always list or it can be other data type like tuple, set, anything. Even if you can convert this one to set. Even if you convert this one to tuple, brackets only will change. Because tuples will accept the numbers, list also accept the numbers, set also will accept the numbers. In this advanced data type is not there now. All of them are int only now. So set also accepts. Is that clear? And coming to the next one. Okay. So here, now, yes, yeah, Prasad Reddy, we'll take multiple examples. Down we are having the so many examples. Okay, we'll discuss each of them in the sequential order, one by one. Okay, multiple examples are there as for loop is the heart of the core Python. 90% of the programs are for loop only. For our course, for loop is the heart, brain, everything. In the body, what are the important parts are there? For Python also important part is for loop only. That is only for loop. That much of important. If you don't understand for loop or if you're unable to write one code using the for loop means learning the Python is waste. Literally it is equal to 0. That is that much of important. How I have to say the importance in whatever the you can consider. Because tomorrow what are the NumPy, pandas, machine learning, coding part of machine learning, what are we are going to do now? Structured data you have to work means for loop is compulsory. Unstructured data you have to work means for loop is compulsory. For every function, internally backend for loop only will be written inside. So we may use outside something, some code, but internal code of that function will be written with the for loops. You will understand in the further once I go. And I'll tell you how the functions are created, and these functions, what is the backend code also I'll explain in the future. Once we enter into the subject slightly. Okay, we are in the ending stage of the core Python. In the 1-2 classes, core Python only will be completed. Then you automatically will understand the importance. Right? Now, here, what are the tuple we are having now? Or tuple or set or list, whatever it is. Now, second option for getting the even numbers. In this, I want the even numbers. For that, what I'm going to take is for I in this tuple, complete tuple. Okay. Now, automatically, first I value is equal to 1, I value is equal to 2, I value is equal to 3, I value is equal to 4. Like that, it is going to execute. Each time, what are the I value it is taking? If I is divisible by 2, how to check divisible by 2 means we are going to write percentage 2 is equal to 0. If it is divisible by 5 means reminder should be, when you are dividing with the 5, reminder should be 0. Okay, whether the number is divisible by 5 or not means, if the when you are dividing with the 5, reminder is 0 means it is divisible by 5. Other if you have got other reminder means it is not divisible by 5. So for example, okay, in the calculator I'm using the 123. Whether it is divisible by 5 means what is the remind 24.6. You got the decimal value. Decimal value is there means some reminder is there. So it is not divisible by the 5. So you got 24 point in the 5 table, 123 will not be there. Okay. So for example, if you take the in the 21 is divisible by 3 or not means in the 3 table 21 will come. Yes, 3 sevens are. For this, dot is not there. Then it is divisible. Dot is there means it is not divisible basically. So that is reminder is not equal to 0. When reminder is equal to 0, it is divisible by that number. So I want the number which is divisible by 2. It has to be separated. So how to separate that number? Here I'm writing the print I value. So first it is going to take 1. 1 is divisible by 2 means no. Again it go back here. 2. 2 is divisible by 2 means yes. 2 by 2 remainder is equal to 0. So it is going to print the 2. Like this I'm going to get the even numbers. All the even numbers. Sir, but my requirement is not to print, sir. How you have shown in the top as a tuple or as a list something. I want in that way only. Then also you can take. How you can write here? L dot append of I. What is L dot append means? You are going to consider one L as an empty list. Take one empty list, and whichever the number is divisible by 2, that number will go into this one. And finally print the L. Print L. Now you are going to get the same output like this, starting from the 2 to this one. So this output and this output both are same. Okay, choice is yours, this one or this one. But the problem is, sir, here you are getting the list, you are appending into the list, okay, but my requirement is tuple. In the interview they asked a tuple of even numbers. Then simply by writing here tuple, you will get the tuple of even numbers. How here, sir? This list also you convert. After once, first appending will be done only in the list, because you cannot append into the tuple directly. By taking one empty tuple, tuple dot append is not there. List dot append only is there. But finally, after converting the list will be converted to tuple like this. Convert the given list into tuple like this. It will be converted. Is the point is clear? Everyone? So like this, just you are going to have the programs. So this is one of the example. One of the example for the given list of even numbers. Now, sir, I want in the using the for loop you have told, inside the for loop if condition you have applied and you have done all these things. Can we do the same thing using the while loop? Means yes, we can even do in the while loop. We can even do in the infinite loop also. How, sir? Very simple. While what is the starting number I want to consider means x less than or equal to 20. Starting number of x is what? X is equal to 1 and x is equal to x plus 1. Means total how many times it is going to take? X value 1 to x value 20. Inside that I'm writing the condition. What is the condition is, if x is divisible by 2 and equal to 0, list dot append of x. What are the x values there? Append that one. So again, you consider the one empty list here. Completed. Same code. This now literally, okay, same code you are going to write, and finally you are going to use the printl. Printl means it is going to give the same output. So same output you can get from here, same output you can get from here, same output you can get from the while loop. So to be more simplified with you, for I in range of 1 to 20, range of 1 to 20 is equal to, in the while loop, this is same thing in the while loop, we call it as x less than or I only. Here also we can take the same variable name. I is, what are the I is there? I is equal to I plus 1, where initial I value is equal to 1. This one and this one both are same basically. For I in range of 1 to 20, for I in this one, both are same. But that one and this one. Sir, for example, here only 20 is there. What is the default number of that starting point? 0. Change this one to 0. Both are same. Sir, for example, here 1 to 20 with the increment of 2 is there. Now here also increment of 2. Both are same. This is starting point. This is ending point. This is increment. Here you are writing here inside the function starting, ending and increment. Here starting, here you are writing ending, here you are writing the increment. Same three values you are writing in this way. This is for loop code. This is while loop code. Inside that, what are the code you write here? Same code you write as it is here. Same output you will get. What are the output you get for the for loop? Same output you will get for the while loop. This one line is converted to like this. So that is best, this is best. Whichever you feel is easy, that is the best. There is no nothing, because at the end output is same, is nothing difference will be there. Sir, but in the programming, I mean, for you are saying which is easy, okay, but for the company which is best means, for the company they'll observe at the end of the program which one has taken the less amount of time. Compared to this one, this will have the less amount of time. Point is clear, everyone? Now, so this one is equal to this one. Here, what are you write? Here, increment is not there. By default, what is the increment? Plus 1 only now. If you have taken the increment of -2, here also you write -2. Instead of +1, take -2. Whatever here is there, write that one only here also. Both of them. Both of them are same as it is. No difference. Is the points are clear? Now, coming to the next one. This is for loop. This is while loop. Now, second, within the for loop, now I want to have the some programs. Let's start with the some programs. Program number 1. What is the program is? They are going to give the list of numbers and we have to do the sum of the list of numbers. Sum. Okay, sum of values. Sum of the values inside the list. So they'll give some values, and that values which are in the list, it is already available inside the list. The values are already available. Like let us take 24, 23, 10, 5. Something values are there like this. Now these values you have to add. Question number 1. First, why this program only you are explaining for us? Is there anything special? Means tomorrow we are going to work in the machine learning. When we are working with the machine learning, I have to explain the max. For in that max, one of the function is called as average. What is meant by average means sum of the values divided by total number of values. You are going to get the data, okay, in the list of values you are going to get. For the given list of values, what is the average value? What is the average value I'm going to ask? For example, this is Excel sheet. As everyone knows, Excel sheet. This is Excel. And in the Excel, we are having the 1, 15, 4, 20. 4 values are there. What is the average of these 4 values? Or what is the sum of 4 values? Now, this is Excel, and here you are going to click on this one and simply click on the OK. It is going to give the total. What is the code, sir? That code only I am explaining now. That code only I am explaining. So can't you take the Excel sheet as it is like this and can you show in the Python, miss? I'll also take that one in the further class. Obviously, the data will be in the Excel sheet only in the real time. So I have to take the Excel. Obviously, I have to take. So, but what is the code behind that, miss? The code is what are the values you are having, and when we want to calculate the sum, so that is the reason we are explaining this one for you. Every program, what are the example I am going to discuss in the class, I know that whether this example will be used in the future for us or not. Whether it is having the relation with our program or it is not having any relation with our program. For example, binary search is there, or some kind of search are there. So this one sir, that one sir, sorting techniques are, DSS are like this. That is not required for us. Why I have to explain that? Whichever is related to me, whichever is related to our program and our requirements, that related programs I am explaining. Simple. Okay, now coming to the sum of the values in the list. This is the list they have provided. Now you have to add the sum. Initial sum is 0. Already I told you. Even in the while loop also same logic I told you. For I in L. For I in L. For I in L means first it is going to take the first value and it is going to calculate the sum. S is equal to S plus I. Okay, first it is going to take 24. 24 will be added to the 0. Total is 24. 23 will be added to the 24. That is 47. 10 will be added to the 47. That is 57. 5 will be added to the 57, which is 62. And you are going to get the print yes. When you ask the print yes, it is going to give the 62. So this is a for loop. Okay. How this for loop is working is, for every value in the list, it is taking that value and it is doing the sum. So this is sum, sir, but the same way I want to calculate this is sum. This is sum, and this sum is giving this one. The sum is X, but our requirement is average. Then what we have to do? Divide by the total. So then what we are going to do means print average. What are the averages there? Comma. How to calculate the average means your total divided by number of values. How many number of values are there means 4. Are we going to give the 4 means no. Simply we are going to write length of L. It will only take automatically. It will take automatically. Sir, instead of that, okay, for example, you have written 4. What happens, sir? Okay, take the 4. Same output. What is the difference means? For example, here one of the value was added. Still it will be calculated for the 4 only. So it has to modify with the 5 now every time. The moment the value was entered, it has to be modified here. The values are decreased means it also has to be decreased. Both has to be done. So according to that, it has to work means it has to be taken with the length of L. What are the length of L is there? That one. Is the points are clear, guys? Understood? Done. Next. Sir, this one, okay. Using the for loop, okay. But I want the same thing using the while loop. That is also loop only, na? Now, as I've told you here, starting S is equal to 0. No difference. What are the for is there? This line only has to change. S is equal to S plus I cannot change. This will not change. This will not change. These two lines also will not change. What will change? This one has to be converted to while. How it will be converted to while means while you are going to take the while X or whatever it is, or I something less than length of L. Length of L means how many? 3. So it is instead of directly adding, we cannot add directly the 24. How to get the 24? One way is for I in L. I in L means directly it will pick the value 24. But I cannot pick directly means, or how to pick indirectly means L of 0. What is L of 0? 24. So L of I, where I value starts from the, what is the starting value of I? I value starting from the 0 to I is equal to I plus 1. I is equal to I plus 1. And same output you are going to get one more time. This is using the for loop. This is using the while loop. Same output. Is the point is clear? And Dilip, as Dilip, just I know that you know the Python. 100% I accept that one. But wait for another few minutes. I didn't explain the what is meant by comprehension, list comprehension. Okay. I didn't explain the list comprehension still. Just wait for another few minutes. What are the code you are writing now? List comprehension or something? Yeah, yeah. No need of sorry, but only one point is within the concepts, whatever we are discussing, in that only, if you give the answers, means it would be nice. Additional concepts. Earlier also, you have written some code using the for loop. At that time, we have not discussed. Now, which was not discussed, that one you are trying to use. Instead of that, within the discussed one, you try to create the short, if you are interested. Right? Yeah. Just basically the reason behind that is what are the we are discussing now. If in the discussion, if what are the your chart is there, when others are able to see this, they'll think that this concept was not covered, sir has skipped or something, but they don't know that this after this next one will come, that right. Simple. Now coming to this one, so where we are having the sum of the values within the list, this is one of the example. Okay, could you explain one more time, Leela? Which one? Leela, which one? Using while loop or using for loop? Using while loop. Okay. Now see here, Leela, as we know, sum is equal to 0, initial sum. And we are going to do the sum is equal to sum plus value. Now tell me how to extract this value. 24 I want. How to get the 24? One way is directly getting the value. Directly getting the value means apply the for loop. For loop means directly it will take the value only. It will take not anything else, directly the value. What is the another way of extracting that value is L of 0. Is that okay? Followed by L of 1. 23 is L of 1. This is L of 2. This is fine. Now simple. That logic only we are going to apply. Now first here, what is the first value it is going to take? 0. What is the second value? 1. What is the third value? 2. Means from where to where it has to take? I value starting from the 0 to till where it has to take I value? I value less than or equal to 2 it has to take till that. Less than 2. So less than 2 or even less than or equal to 2 you can write, or less than 3 also you can write. Both are same. When you are writing here, I is equal to I plus 1. Up to here it is okay. This is fine. So just first I value is equal to 0 and L of 0 calculated. First I value is equal to 1. L of 1 calculated to L of 2. Like this, you are going to add the each and every. Directly, when you are able to get the value directly, indexing. Through indexing, we are going to get the value. Through indexing. Is the point is clear? And here E3, every time 3 are, every time fixed are? No, based on the number of values. Here 3 values are there, automatically 0, 1, 2. 4 values are there means 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So it has to change according to that means just we are going to write here length of L. Length of L means it will only calculate automatically the 3 or 4 or 5 or it will only take. Done? Is that clear now? Right. Next question is, ask the user to enter any 5 values and store them in the list. Ask the user to enter any 5 values. He may enter 5 values and store them in the list. Okay. Input of enter the value. Enter the value. What are the values there? The person is going to enter the some value, some number. As we know, it is a number. So we are going to use the eval. Done. Up to here, fine. Ask the user means automatically asking the user is called as input function. Any five numbers means how many times this code has to be repeated? 5 times it has to be repeated. How to repeat 5 times means two options are there. For I in range of 5, I in range of 5 means automatically it will take 5, or using the while loop. So first I'm using the for loop for I in range of 5. Range of 5. Range of 5 means 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 is not included. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. For example, here I'm going to take the 1 to 6. 1 to 6 also 1 to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So choice is yours. Whichever you feel easy, that is the best. So total 5 times it is going to ask the user to enter the number. Each time the number you are going to store in the n, but they didn't ask to store. Where they asked to store? In a list. So I'm going to take some list separately. One list I'm going to take separately, and I'm going to add into the list. How I'm going to add means L dot append of n. Okay, n dot append of n. This one. Is the point is clear? Now, here the values will be stored in the list. And finally, what are the values are there? I'm asking to print L. So first number, he is entering 24. I'm storing in the list 24. Second number 26. Third number 27. Fourth number 4. Fifth number 40. So now total 5 numbers are stored in the list. You have to store in the list means automatically it has to go, every number has to go into the list now. What is the other option? What is the other? For example, here we are not using the append. Okay, we are asking the user. Now, user every time it is storing in the n only. But what is the question? Store in the list. Now, where I have to store in the list means this value. What are the value I have collected? It has to be thrown into the list. Which list? One empty list, and you have to keep there. Okay. So, for example, if I have given for you some certain money or something, or some book, keep that one in the bag. First, I'll give the first book. Why I have to keep in the bag means because I told keep in the bag. Otherwise, you no need to keep. For example, in this question, ask the user to enter any 5 values means then why to list? That question not required. And they ask it to store in the list. So we are going to set the list and we are storing. Okay. Is the point is clear, guys? Next, coming to the same thing, we can write using the while loop also. So whatever the programs we are writing today using the for loop, make sure that you are writing the same programs by using the while loop. Okay. Next one, ask the user to enter any 5 values and submit. Same way, you are going to ask the user to enter any 5 values. To ask the user any 5 values, 1 to 6. First, he is going to enter the first number. Now, the first number has to be stored or has to be summed. It has to be sum, because they are asking, ask the 5 values and sum it, not store it. Store it means append, sum it means sum, product it means multiplication. So sum is equal to sum plus n, means what are the first number they have entered, I'm going to add to the sum. Second number I'm adding to the sum. Third number I'm adding to the sum. Fourth number I'm adding to the sum. Fifth number I'm adding to the sum. So first number I have entered 20. 20 is added to the sum. Sum is 0 plus 20, that is 20. Next number 40, total is 60. Next number is 35, total is 95. Next number is again 55. 55 is 150. And last I'm going to give the 50. Now what is the total? 200. Like that, every time it is going to calculate the sum. Sir, whatever the way you told, I want to see that one also is write the print inside. If you write the print inside, first number, what is the sum? Second number, what is the sum? Third number, what is the sum? Like that, every number, the sum, it will be displayed. The first number, the moment you enter the 20, sum is 20. 30, the sum is 50. Sum is 95. Sum is 150. The sum is 200. Like that, every time you want to see the sum is write the sum inside, otherwise write the sum outside based on your requirement. Right? Now, next one is ask the user to enter the values and submit. When the sum crosses more than 1000, stop. That is the question. That is the requirement. Now, so ask the user to enter the values. How many values? Read the question clearly again. Ask the user to enter the values and submit. Up to here, we know. Asking the user, first ask the user to enter the value. Enter values or value? Values. Value only is there, not values are there. Value only is there means only one time input function has to work. Values are there means multiple times it has to work. So enter the value. Here I am asking the user to enter the value. Okay, the user has entered the value, some value, and which is nothing but eval. I am using the eval. Okay, and this one I am going to store in the n. Okay, now they are asking to repeat this one. Question is, how many times I have to repeat? Did they have given any question like that? When the sum crosses more than 1000 only, they ask it to stop. But the user may give one value or two values or 10 values or 5 values or 20 values or 50 values or how many values he is going to give, how I can know? For example, he has given first number as 1, second number as 2, third number as 5, fourth number as 3. Like this, he is giving only small values means 1000 will take so many iterations now. Now he is giving the first number only 80, I mean 800, second number 200 means 2 steps only it will be completed. Now how many times I have to take? So here we have to apply the logic. For this finite infinitum is infinite. If they ask the user to enter any 10 values, then it is called as finite. It is finite loop. Then we are going to write the for I in range of 1 to 11. Since they didn't give the this one, enter the values they have given, we also don't know. Automatically we are going to use the infinite loop. How to use the infinite loop means while true. While true and automatically infinite loop. Infinite number of times it will ask. Whenever the sum is equal to greater than 1000, it will stop. So here I am going to use the while true. While true. And what are the sum is there? Sum is equal to sum plus n. If what are the sum value is there? Sum is greater than 1000, break it. Otherwise, no need to break it. Never break it. Now, initial sum value. What is the initial first sum value is 0. Okay. Now, print my sum. What are the sum is there? What are the sum value is there? Sum. Whenever sum is greater than 1000, break it. Otherwise, no need to break it. That is the requirement. Okay. Now, just for this particular problem, can we do like this? L of I is equal to n. Srikanth, we cannot do. As per the Python syntax, left side should be the variable name, right side should be the value. According to your question, automatically it will change to this. Okay. Maybe your mic is moving away. No, it is normal only. Done. Okay, now we are having like this. Since they asked the multiple values, I also don't know. So first number was 23. Second number is 97. Next number is 100. Next number is 600 something. Okay, next number I'm entering 400. Now, since it is more than 1000, it is stopping. Sir, same code, I want using the for loop. Now, the same question. Okay, when it crosses more than 1000, stop it. Okay. Now, write the program using the for loop. Write program using for loop. They are asked particularly using the for loop only. Basically, this is for infinite loop. But in the interview, they ask the question using the for loop only I want. Then what we have to do in this case? Means then automatically here what are the while true is then? This while true will be converted as for I in range of some infinite number. Sir, what is that? Don't ask. I also don't know. Okay, something. That many times values will not be entered. 100% it has to stop in between only. That many times no one will use. Some random number I have given like that. Infinite number. As per me, it is infinite number. Okay. Now, first value is 23. Same as it is. What are the previous numbers are there? Same. I am giving the same values 600 and 400. Same output as it is. Same numbers I have given. Same output I have got. One is while true. One is using the for loop. For loop, basically, this is infinite number. Generally, are we going to use like this? Means generally will not use. Infinite means what? We don't know. When we don't know, how you can write this number? Random number I have written. Okay, generally they'll not ask the question using the for loop, but some persons will ask using for loop only we want. Means they want to observe the logic whether they build or not. How they are going to select the infinite number. Just they want to see the when something differently they are asking how these people are going to think with their brain. Just they want to observe. Okay, is the points are clear, guys? And next one is, okay, I want the some kind of multiplication table. Okay, like multiplication table, 5 ones are 5, 5 twos are 10. Like this I want to print. That is 5 ones are 5. So for printing the 5 ones are 5, print 5 into 1 is equal to 5. It has to print like this. Now this is a string. So I'm going to consider this star mark in the string. 1 is equal to, also I'm considering in the string, is equal, comma 5. Now automatically I'm going to get the 5 ones are 5. Okay. Similarly, I'm going to take 5 twos are. 5 twos are. Here I'm going to take what are the values there? This value also 5 twos are. 5 twos are what? 10. This one is 5 ones are. Next, similarly, 5 threes, 5 fours. Like this, I'm going to get. Now this one I want as a code. So in this entire one, which is getting repeated, I is this value is getting, this is as it is. Any change in this? No. In this anything change? No. This value instead of 1, it is 2, later 3. So this is converted as I. And what is the starting value of I? Means for I in range of, what is the starting one? 1, 2. For above case, 1, 2, 3, 4 I want. So here also I'm considering 1, 2, 5 as above example. Here I, same output. Only difference is every time which value is getting changed, that value we are writing inside the loop. Which value is constant, that we are writing inside the code, inside the loop. Range function means automatically next number now. For while loop, next number we required x is equal to x plus 1. But for range function means only the meaning is a list of sequence of numbers, right? Is the point is clear, everyone? Now, just here we are going to, now the question is, we want the 5 tabular, 10 tabular, 20 tabular, we also don't know. And at the same time, I want from 1 to 10. Okay, it has to print 1 to 10. And we don't know what is the table. So we are asking the user to input the number. Input of enter the number for which you want the multiplication table. For which you want the multiplication table. Let's ask the user. So user is going to give some number. Obviously, it is going to be number na. So I'm going to write in the eval. Generally, it will be int. The number will be int. Just I'm writing as the eval. Okay, int or eval, anything is fine. Now for the example, the person has entered 10. So 10 table. 10 table means this position has to be replaced with the n. So now the table, 3 table, automatically I'm going to get the 3 table. If the user has asked 4 table, I'm going to get the 4 table. So based on the table requirement. What are the table the user is asking? According to that, I'm going to get the value. 5 table, 6 table, 6 table. What are the number? Sir, why 6 ones are 2, 6 tens are only? 6 20s also we can take now. Ask that one also user only. Ask user only. Where till where you want the table. Till what number you want the table. 6 ones are 6 2. Where? 6 20s are 6 30s are 6 40s are where? Ask the user only. That one also. Input of enter till where you want. Till where you want the table. Okay. Till where you want the table. For example, starting number to this one too, ending number this one. Just they are going to write that. So that number, what are the number he is and giving? E. E should be included or not included means included. So plus 1. E plus 1. Now what is the table I want miss? 6 table. Till where I want miss? Till 20. Okay. So 6 ones are 6 2. 6 20s are 120. I'm going to get the 6 table like this. Is the points are clear? So this is the for loop. Now, same as in the last class, whatever we have discussed for the while loops and infinite loops, for loops also will work in the same way with for you are having the break. Break concept is there as we have discussed already the example for the break. So break example you have explained okay. If break is there, else will work or not means tell me for the while loop if the break executed, while will else will be executed or not executed within the while loop. It is not executed. Same logic will be applied here also. Same to same logic. Okay. So for example, for I in range of 1 to 10, for I in range of 1 to 10, if I value is equal to 5, break. Otherwise, print I value. Okay. Now what happens? First I is equal to 1. 1 will be printed. I is equal to 2. 2 will be printed. I is equal to 3. 3 will be printed. I is equal to 4. 4 will be printed. I is equal to 5. 5 break. Now have the for loop was completed till the last or it has stopped in between only. Till the last means up to 9 it has to take now. But it has stopped in between only with the I is equal to 5 only it has stopped. So break was executed. If the break was executed, what happens to the else? Else. Here I am writing in the else print Python. Now tell me Python will be executed or not executed means not executed. For example, I am writing here 15. Now first I value is equal to 1, I value is equal to 2, I value is equal to 3, I value 4, I value 5, I value 6, I value 7, I value 8, I value 9. So nowhere the break is executed. So automatically Python also will be executed. Else part will be executed. Simple. If that is executed means this will not be executed. If this is executed means that will not be executed. Opposite to each other. Break and else. Is the point is clear? So while loop with else is there, for loop with else also available. Same logic, both of them is applicable. For both of them, break is going to be applicable. Okay, in both of the cases, it is the same. Now the question comes like this, sir, we have written here for loop and multiplication table. And can we do the same thing using the while loop means? Absolutely we can do. Using infinite loop means? Absolutely we can do. Both of them. How, sir? Do, try, give a try. After the class, give a try. If you want, I can show you for one example, but remaining examples, you give a try. For example, here, I want this one. As I've told you, range function has to be converted as while means we have to take the while I is less than n number. What is the n number? E. N number should be included means equal to. N number not included means less than only. N number included means E. What is the starting number? I value. What is the starting number here? 1. And where till I value has to be continued till where? Up to I is equal to I plus 1. Same. And you are going to ask the 6 table and till where you want means 6 tens are. So 6 tens are 60. 20 also 20, same. So this is while loop. Same multiplication table you can get in the while loop. As I've told you now, internally it will not change. The range function will be converted by using these three lines. These three lines are nothing but range function. Okay. Done. Everyone is clear. Next, coming to the for loop along with the break. This is also completed. For loop with break is completed. For loop with the else also completed. Now let us try with the one example for this real-time application where we are going to have, okay, where we are going to use this break or something. For example, okay, now you went to the some medical shop to purchase some medicines. Some of the medicines, okay, some medicines you have selected, like sir, how we can select the medicines here in India? In India, we are going to give the medical prescription. What are the medical prescription? Or we are going to say orally. Orally, we are going to say to the executive. Either prescription or this one we are going to give to the executive, and they are going to give the medicines in India. In foreign countries, some of the foreign countries, even like how we are having the supermarkets here, in the same way you are having the medical shops there. Directly, you only can select the what are the medicine you are interested. You only can pick because they'll be kept in the alphabetical order. So as per your medicine, you have to just search in the alphabetical order. First letter is same as second letter. Second letter is same as third letter. Like that, just we are going to check in the alphabetical order, and directly we only can set the medicines, and we can take that medicines like how we'll take the in the DMart grocery items and we'll go to the cash counter. Na? In the same way, medicals also we can take and we can go to the cash counter in the foreign. Okay, let's take an example like this. Now, in that, why I'm explaining this question for you suddenly, miss, as an application of what is the break, in which case we have to use the break, in which case we have to use the continue. There is second word is the continue. So to explain that continue only, I'm explaining this one. Now, for example, you have selected some list of items. Item 1, item 2, item 3, item 4, like this you have selected. Some list of items you have selected, and these list of items you went to the billing counter. In the billing counter, the person is going to do the sum. Means first item, what are the first item you have brought? He is going to do the scan. Automatically scan, once he do the barcode scan, what he is going to observe from that means number only. What number? Value of the product. So here for I in L, for I in L, means first he is going to take the first item. First item he is going to scan. And what are the value he has got? It has to be added to the sum. Sum plus I. Point is clear? For example, this is the first medicine. The first medicine cost is 20 rupees. The 20 rupees will be added. Second medicine cost is 500 rupees. The second medicine will be added. The point here is, okay, here the list of items are there and they are going to add. But in this list of items, if any item is the part of prescribed items, okay, like we are having the some separate list. What is the list is? Prescribed items list is there. Separate. One separate prescribed list of items are there. Now, here which one has to be added, which one has to be not to be added means if the what are the item I am selecting not in prescribed list, only those things can be given. For example, if the prescribed items list is there, for example, you have selected one item. What is that item is in your basket? One item is there. What is that item name is called as sleeping pill. That is the item in your basket. You only selected that item and you went to the billing counter. Now they are having the sum within the prescribed list. That sleeping pill is in the prescribed list. Now what they ask is prescription, but you have not bought the prescription. Now total how many tablets you have brought, total how many tablets you are going to select means 10 tablets you have selected. Out of one of them only required the prescription. Remaining 9 of them is not required. One of them only. Point to be noted clearly is here one of them or two of them or something. Now first he has scanned the first item. After the scanning the first item, since it is not in the prescribed list, he has done the total. Next he has taken the second item. Since it is not available in the prescribed list, it was done in the total. Third item, it is not in the prescribed list, sum. Fourth item, not in the list, sum. Fifth item, not in the list, sum. When sixth item they have scanned, it is not accepting to sum. What it is saying means else print ask for prescription. Ask for prescription. Now the person will ask for you, what is the sir, are you having the prescription? Now if you say that no prescription, if you give the answer as no prescription, so input function, what is the input function? So are you having the prescription? Are you having prescription? If the person says that no, I'm not having the prescription. If the person says yes means what happens? If the person says no means what happens? If the person say what are the input? Okay, some input he is going to give now. Let's take that input is t. T is equal to. If t is equal to, if the person says yes, I'm having the prescription means, then t has to be added to the sum. S is equal to s plus t. Else, if he says no, for example, if he says that t is equal to no, I'm not having the prescription. No, sir, no prescription is there. Now, what it has to do in this case? Means break. Break means what happens? Suddenly it will stop. But remaining some additional prescription medicines are there now. What about this one? It has to ignore this one and continue with the next one. Or no, sir, I'm not going to give any till this already I have built now. So take this one only from now. I will not give anything. He will say like this. Break means he will stop at the moment. Sir, from here, I'm not going to give any tablet. Already these are already included. Already this bill was included. So take these tablets. But from now, don't ask anything. From now, don't ask. And it is called as break. Now, instead of break, if I write the continue, what happens means directly from here, it will go to the next item directly. It will ignore this one. It will not do the sum. Instead of doing the sum, it will go to the next item. That is the difference between the break versus continue. You want to ignore that one and you want to continue with the next one, or you want to stop there only. Stop there only means break. Continue with the next one. Continue. That is the difference between the break versus continue. Is the point is clear, everyone? Understood or not? Right? Yes or no? So here, whenever the person is having the requirement, so here if the person says that are you having the prescription, if the prescription is S only, it has to be added to the sum only. Finally S only. Instead of adding this one, here it will be added. One time only now. If will work only for one time now, not for multiple times now. So wherever it is saying the yes, it will be added. If the person says no, it will not be added. So after not says no means should be continue with the next item or it has to stop in between. That is the problem. Okay, is the point is clear, guys? Everyone? Directly, if it is not in the prescription, here itself it will be added. All this question only not there. If it is not available in the prescription means directly it will add here only now. For all the non-prescribed items, here itself it will add. So whichever the prescribed items are there, it is going to throw the, where is the prescription? Are you having the prescription? Sir, if the person says yes, who says yes? Person. Person says this is the prescription. Now the executive will enter there one yes. Simply he will enter the yes letter. Yes means Y. He will enter the Y letter, it will add. If he enters the N letter, na, it will stop immediately, or it will go to the next item. That item will be deleted. It will be taken with the automatical. This is the code behind the what are the persons are scanning the items in the cash counter. First they'll scan automatically, that item will be visible in the system. It will throw one error that ask for the prescription. He'll ask the prescription and you have given the yes miss, then it will be added in the bill. If you say no miss, it will not be added in the bill. Now here tell me whether it has to be used continue or it has to be used the break miss. I want to continue with the next items miss, continue. Not required miss, break. Points are clear guys? Everyone understood? Yes or no? So like this, we are going to use the continue and break in the reality. Now, for example, sir, where we are going to use the same way for with else? Tell us with one example, miss. For example, we are having in the logistics like Amazon delivery. Okay. So in the warehouse, what are the warehouse you are having? Okay. Or warehouse or where we got all the parcels and everything. Okay. Some parcel house where we are going to get all the deliveries. Now these deliveries will come to one location in your area. From there, the delivery partners will be assigned. What are the delivery partners are there? They will be assigned here, each of them. Now, what are the delivery partner is there? And they are going to assign to the delivery partner. Every item they are going to scan and they are going to assign to one delivery person. In the else, they'll write the condition. What is the condition is? Everything completed. They'll write like this. Print everything completed. When this will be executed means when all the items are completely given to the delivery partner, to each delivery partner, okay. For example, if any of the item was not assigned to the delivery partner, break. Break means it will stop in between only. For example, 100 items are there. Some 10 items you have assigned to one delivery partner. 70 items you have assigned to delivery partner 2. Some 13 items you have assigned to delivery partner 3. One item you are scanning, but it is not working. Barcode is erased or some problem is there in the barcode. It is not working. He has tried for the multiple times. That item is not working. What he is going to do in that case? He is going to keep side. Now, when he has kept the side, what happens? Break will be executed and everything completed will not be printed. So since everything is not everything completed not printed now. So what is the problem behind that? Miss one item was missing in the scanning. So they'll cross check in the future. So when all the items are completed only, they will write. So they'll write here condition. What is the condition they will write? Means if all items assigning is completed, like that they'll write one condition. And once the condition was completed, sir, how you know that all items are completed? Means length of items, length function. If we are writing the program now, then at the time I'm saying the logic only, not exact programs. Is the points are clear, guys? Everyone? Now, in this case, now tell me guys, what happens to this example? What is the answer of this example? Two examples are there for you. In front of you, two examples are there. One is with break and one is with continue. How it is going to work? First, I is equal to 1. 1 is equal to 3. No. Print 1. 1 will be printed. I is equal to 2. 2 also no break. 2 also printed. 1 is printed. 2 is printed. I is equal to 3. Break. Break means stop. Now in this case, what happens? So in this case, it is going to give only 1 and 2. It will stop. Now in this case, first I is equal to 1. I is equal to 1 means it will not work. This will not work. Automatically 1 will be printed. Now I is equal to 2. Automatically 2 also will be printed. I is equal to 3. 3 is equal to continue. What is meant by continue means? Continue with the next item means the moment the continue triggers na, from here directly it will go to the first line. Sir, 3 will be printed or not printed means below to that it will not check. Continue means directly from here go to the first line. Take the next value. Continue means take the next value. That is the meaning of continue. So 3 will not be printed. Without printing the 3, it will go to the top. I is equal to 4. So apart from the 3, remaining values will be printed. Is the point is clear? Everyone, the difference between these two is clear. Break and continue. And all these are clear. If anyone has any questions, please ask. What are the questions you are having? Yeah, T will be added. It is string now. Of course, T will be converted. Eval of T. S plus eval of T. Here, I'm not adding the T now. T is equal to Y. And what are the value is there? Value will be added. That is I. I only will be added. I will be added, not T will be added. T is an input. It is my mistake. It is S is equal to S plus I. Morley. Done, guys? Everyone is clear? The difference between the break and continue. Now, finally, for these two, give me the answers fast. For these two. For the case 1 and case 2. Write the answer in the notes, please. Yeah, Ganesh. Ganesh Rathod is saying SRK. SRK. Yeah, I am only. You are saying the answer or you are asking the question? I didn't understand that. Answer. Oh, okay. Done. Now, in the case 1, else will be executed or not executed means in the entire program, break only not there now. So break is not there means obviously it will be executed. Blindly it will be executed. For every for loop, whichever is not having the break, for every for loop, else will be automatically executes. Okay. So advantage of else is only when you are writing the some condition along with the break only we are going to write the else. For example, inside that break we are not using nothing we are using miss. Here you no need to write even the else because 100% it will be executed. Without writing the else also it will be executed. With writing else also it will be executed. There is no use. There is no use of writing the else. So when we are going to write the else means this is the case. First one since it is available here continue means directly will go to the next number 2 srk next 3 is already available so it will continue means 4 srk 5 will not be taken. So what are the numbers? 0 srk 2 srk 4 srk 0 2 4 srks and along with the completed 0 srk 2 srk 4 srk and completed. Okay, coming to this example. Here first 0 SRK, after that 1. Since 1 break, so 0 SRK only will be executed. And after 0 SRK, it will not even completed also will not be only 0 SRK. Clear guys? Everyone? That is the reason else is not executed now, sir. Else is not executed now. Since break executed here, else is not executing. Range is 5 only. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Same. Hmm? For in means what? Membership operator. Do you remember the operators? In that operators, what are the operators we have discussed? Is operator, in operator, right? First one here, first, what is the first I value? 0. Whether 0 is in the given list? 0 is in the given list? No. So this will be execute? No. So automatically 0 SRK. From here, it will go to the first position. Now what is the I value? 1. Now 1 in means inside this 1 is available or not? Yes, it is available. Answer is yes. Answer is yes means what happens? If condition works. If is working means break executed. Break executed means enter for loop will stop. Loop is stopped. Loop is stopped now. Else part will be executed means since for loop was executed break, else also will not be executed. Simple. Is the point is clear? Everyone understood? Yes or no? Done. So we'll continue from here in the tomorrow's class, guys. That is the for loops. And please practice the for loops. The more number of questions you practice on the for loops, the more will be the advantage in the future in our program, particularly. Okay, for overall Python also for loop only is important. For our program also for loop is only more important. Please practice. Don't ignore this. Done. Exclusively, I have taken one extra special class only for the for loops. That is the reason. Right? We will continue in the tomorrow's class. If you are having any questions, please ask. What are the questions you are having? Yeah, RD. Sure. I'm going to upload the notes. Upload the notes along with the task and solutions, task solutions of the previous one. Just I'm going to share it to you. Please cross check once. Everything will be uploaded today. Just you can cross check. Done, guys. Tomorrow functions. As per the schedule, tomorrow functions and day after tomorrow modules. We are almost in the closing of the Python, the base Python.